Hi, my name is Alexandria Callahan. I am the founder of the Lady Comic Book History podcast, which was a COVID project. We had all been locked inside for about a month. I had gotten wine drunk for the third time that week. I had gone down a rabbit hole of Spotify podcasts, just looking up every comic book related podcast I could find to see if anyone was doing what I was thinking of doing, and the answer was no. And I was pretty convinced no one would ever listen to it, so it was just me ranting into a microphone. But I wanted there to be a clear and thorough history of women in comics documented all in the same place. There are lots of comic book history books that will hit the big names. You get Wonder Woman, you get Scarlet Witch, you get the same history over and over again. But there are about 500 women in comics you've never heard of, because they either didn't last very long, or they were retconned out of existence, or they were simply renamed until their original character was unrecognizable. So I decided that that was something that I wanted to do, is I wanted to document the history of women in comics, and it started as a podcast that was just like year by year. I will not lie to you, I stalled out at about 1973 because life happened. We all went back to work, I moved, I got married, stuff happens. We moved the podcast to Temple of Geek, so now we talk a little bit just more about women in media. So I've got House of the Dragon episode, and talk about female friendships and the way women are portrayed on screen. But my heart is still in comics, so I'm currently working on the book version of Lady Comic Book History, which offers more philosophical, sociological, psychological context for what we're analyzing. Because media doesn't happen in a vacuum. Everything you consume fundamentally affects who you are and how you interact with the world around you. So it is important to point out the things that are harmful in comics. The journey of women in comics has been a little rough, so that we don't keep making the same mistakes, and so that we're not putting harmful things out into the world. So we're going to start at the very beginning.